Happy Self-Love Sunday, ladies. I hope that you're doing well. I hope that your journeys are going well. And for those who celebrate Easter, I hope you had a wonderful Easter last Sunday and had the opportunity to celebrate with your family. I understand that we're celebrating very differently in these times. However, I really hope that you had a wonderful time with your families. So let's talk about it. How is everyone really doing right now? You know, I'm kind of watching people online and just seeing, people for the most part are just trying to like stay sane in these uncertain times. But today, I really want to talk to you about how we want to come out of this thing. We're dealing with a pandemic, right? That's attacking our immune system. And it's very unfortunate, but the truth and the reality for most people is we wait for pandemics. We wait for doctor diagnosis before we decide to do something about our health. But I'm really, really hoping with all of this that's going on that you're going to really take the initiative and take the time to love and care for yourself and eating properly, eating nutritionally, getting physical. That is a form of self-love and self-care. We have to get healthy. This is not, and I want to say this, I want to scream it from the rooftops. This is not about getting skinny. This is not about losing weight. This is about getting healthy. We keep hearing in the news about people with these pre-existing conditions that are passing away, hypertension, diabetes. And I understand that some of these things are hereditary. Please know that. Like my dad has high blood pressure, and I understand that it's hereditary. However, for some of us, it's not that. It's just the simple facts that we have let life take over for us for so long, and we've been neglecting ourselves. We've been neglecting our bodies. And this is the time. This is the wake-up call to say, it is time for me to start changing some of my habits. It is time for me to eat a cleaner diet. And by clean, I mean things that die quickly and don't store for long. So I'm really hoping that with this pandemic and everything that's going on, all of it's concerning our health. If you really stop to think about it, this is really about not just our physical, but mental health. All of us are being restricted and have to stay home and social distance away from people. And sometimes isolation can feel like a punishment, but it can be a growing mechanism if you allow it to be that for you. Use this time to get to know yourself a little bit better. Use this time to work on that business you always wanted to have. Use this time to get into your children and or your significant other. I mean, it's all about perspective. And I know it's hard. It's not easy for me in here. It really isn't, and the odd part about that is I am a homebody and I don't go out a lot. I've kind of been in this isolation phase for a couple of years now, but it's still difficult for me when someone tells me to stay home versus when I choose to stay home, right? Because even when I wanted to get out and go see my friends and spend time with my family, I was able to do so. So I know that it's hard, and listen, I used to be 215 pounds, okay? So when I talk to you about wellness, when I talk to you about eating right and losing weight and working out, and again, we're not focused on losing weight, but however, it can be a part of it for those who BMI is over 30 and you need to lose weight, right? Can it be about that? But I really don't want to focus on the weight loss so much as the health aspect of changing some of these bad habits. But just know when I speak to you, I've been there. I've done that. I've neglected myself before. I've put my kids and my ex-husband and my friends all before me and to the detriment of me. And I'm telling you, ladies, I'm telling you, listen, I want to talk to my fellas too. When you start to love and care for yourself and make those better choices, and I'm not super healthy all the time. I tell you, I will never lie to you on this podcast. I will never lie to you in these videos. I'm not super healthy all the time, but I like to stay healthy at least 85 to 90% of the time because it's important. It's not just about COVID-19 or Rona for my people. This is about understanding that this is what we need to do to live a long life, to be here to watch our children grow, to be here for our grandchildren. How about just to do the things we want to do? I want to travel. I want to see this world. There's so much that I want to do. There's so much life left in me. But I have to give myself a fighting chance. And that's not based upon how I feel that day. Because I'm gonna tell you, like, I'm working out. I bought the Peloton bike, which I absolutely am in love with. But not every day do I want to get on that bike and ride. Not every day do I want to work out. And it's an emotional pull. However, I understand that I need to take care of my body. And I'm so thankful to the universe and to God to be able to have the ability to move and the functionality to be able to work out, because I understand some people are not privileged enough to do that, and it is a privilege. But we got to do this. We got to come out of this better than when we went in. The mind the mind will always try to pull you in a negative space. The mind is just negative. But you have to stand up and say, you know what? No matter how I feel, no matter what's going on around me, I'm going to take the time out that I need to take care of me. I'm going to throw out some of that junk food and replace it with healthy fruits and vegetables. I'm going to put up some of the liquor. Come on, let's talk about it, y'all. We clearing out the liquor stores. I'm going to put up some of this liquor. And I'm going to drink a little bit less, because I'm not going to tell you to stop drinking altogether. I understand, right? But we're not going to do it Monday through Friday and not on Sunday. Let's save it for Saturday or maybe Friday night, right? Like we have a cheat meal, not a cheat day, right? On that cheat meal, maybe have some liquor, okay? I'm not going to tell you what to do when it comes to that. But I'm just saying we have to really, in all seriousness, start looking at our health. Our health is wealth. And my people, come on, guys. I need you to really hear me on this. And we got to stop looking to these celebrities to tell us how to do. It amazes me when I see people that I know, when P. Diddy or someone comes on and they're like, do it. And it's like, oh, we got to do it because Diddy said so. Come on. We got to get out of that habit too. We got to trust ourselves. And we got to trust that sometimes when you scroll past a video or you scroll past a podcast and somebody's voice like mine comes across, sometimes that's the universe sending you there for that message. I mean, it's just, we got to get into some better habits. So let's come out of this pandemic better than we went in. Let's clean up our refrigerators. Let's start eating a little bit cleaner. We're home now. We have a little bit more time to cook, right? So let's try to clean up our diets. Let's work out. I mean, there are so many things that you can do for free. On YouTube, I'm telling you, there's so many different exercise, all different types of genres. I mean, whatever you want is there for free. I mean, I understand with social distancing, but you can even get outside, especially if you're in a warmer climate. Get outside, walk. If you don't know that we need to get healthy as a society, as a whole by now, something is wrong, y'all. And I promise you, when you start eating cleaner and you start moving your body, it's going to help your mind. Oh, my mind is so much clearer when I get off that bike. It's therapy. And I know it doesn't feel good. And I know you're like, oh my God, I'm going to be sore and I'm going to be out of breath and I'm going to be tired. But let me tell you something. I'd rather be all of that than in a coffin. I think of all the crazy things that I've done in my life. And I do not want to leave this earth all because I couldn't take the time out to love and care for me, to put me first, to say that I'm going to get healthy, to say that I'm going to move and take care of this body that's been taking care of me. So join me. Let's do this together. Reach out to me if you need any sort of tips, tricks, ideas. I'm here for you. moesassfitness@gmail.com. Moe Sass Fitness on Instagram as well as Facebook. Message me. I'm here for you. I love you. I want to see you win. Come on now. No, I'm not living like P. Diddy, but let me tell you something. To me, sometimes I feel like I'm living better than them because I have peace of mind. I have peace in my heart. I spend more time up than down. The clarity, the love. This ain't fake, honey. This is me. And that feels good. I don't have to live in a mansion, honey. I live in a mansion in my mind. Let me just say that. So come on, join me. We got this. Let's come out of this thing so much better and give ourselves a fighting chance. Let's give our children a fighting chance because we're parents and they, as for as much as we want them to do as we say, they do what we do. I thank you for listening. I love you. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday, and I will talk to you next week.